Untold stories in the airways, flying through the night. Experience voices, tales so bold. Streaming live, the truth unfolds. Untold Radio Network, where secrets come alive. New episodes daily, the mysteries thrive. Great guests, super chat, so I remember I share and subscribe. Join the side where truth can't hide. Aliens in the attic, UFOs in the sky. Cryptids lurking, oh my, oh my. Ghosts in the hallway, whispering your name. The paranormal, the unexplained. Become a VIP, get the inside scoop. Unlock the mysteries, be part of the group. Live streaming stories are talking to you. Super chats buzzing, join the crew. Untold Radio Network, where secrets come alive. New episodes daily, the mysteries thrive. Great guests, super chat, it's a wild member. Share and subscribe, join the side where truth can hide. So if you've got the guts and you want to explore, tune into the Untold, it's what you're looking for. From aliens to ghosts and all that's unseen. Untold Radio Network, where the world's mysteries convene.
Good morning, monsters, and welcome to this week's episode of Monsters on the Edge here on the Untold Radio Network. Good morning, Lee, and good morning, David. We are live in studio today. This is not a pre-recorded episode, so if you guys have any questions throughout the show, please throw them in the comments section, and we will get to them as soon as possible. For those of you who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, the Hairy Man of Dairyland, Wisconsin's Bigfoot documentary is out now by the Caps team. You can go and watch that on Paraflix Paranormal Plus streaming service, or you can get it on our Patreon page at Wisconsin Caps on Patreon. The links are on our website for your convenience. Coming up, guys, if you want to meet myself and the Caps team, we are going to be at the Paranormal Chicago Convention on June 7th in Countryside, Illinois. Admission is only $1, over 80 vendors and some amazing speakers at that event. I'm going to be at a bunch of library presentations across Wisconsin as well, starting in Lodi, Wisconsin, Cedarburg, Wisconsin. We are doing a special event with the Central Wisconsin CE5, doing some UFO gazing and stargazing July 19th. So if you guys want to come out and check that out, PBS Wisconsin is also going to be there filming for a documentary that day as well. And then, guys, I will be at UFO Days in Elmwood, Wisconsin in July, Silicon in Gaze, Illinois in September, Van Meter Visitor Festival in September, and the Neenah Public Library October 29th. We are also doing a paranormal investigation of the library that day, so you don't want to miss that one. All right, guys, there. Try to get through all that as fast as we can. If you guys want to show your support for all things here on the Untold Radio Network, here's how.
Hey, Untold Radio Network fans. Want exclusive perks and to support our channel? Introducing our YouTube membership program with 3 amazing levels. Get loyalty badges that level up to different cryptids the longer you're a supporter. How cool is that? You'll also get access to custom Bigfoot emojis and priority in chat. Upgrade to Backstage Pass for exclusive wallpapers, photos, status updates, discounted books, and merchandise. Go all in with the producer level for everything mentioned plus member shoutouts. Ready for an enhanced experience? Join now, pick your membership level, and let's make this journey even more exciting together.
All right, guys, I'm real excited for my guest today. He is Richard Freeman. He is a working cryptozoologist, author, and explorer. He searches for and writes about unknown animals. The melodramatic may call him a monster hunter. He has hunted for creatures such as the yeti, the Mongolian death worm, the giant anaconda, the almasty, the orang-pendek, the gull, the naga, the ninki-nanka, the Caspian tiger, and the Tasmanian wolf. He is the Zoological Director at the Center for Fortean Zoology, and this is the world's only full-time mystery animal research organization, and he is based in North Devon, England. The bio goes on and on. We could do it all day. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Richard Freeman. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Oh, nice to be here.
I am so excited to talk to you. I mean, like, you have, like I said, a bio that goes on for days and days and days with all the things that you've researched and written about and looked into. So I'm super excited to pick your brain today. So first, yeah, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about like cryptozoology, romantic zoology, zoology in general. You know, a lot of the people say like, these creatures are all mythology or folklore and stuff that are in cryptozoology. And cryptozoology basically stemmed from zoology. It's just another way of looking for the creatures that we haven't discovered by modern science, right?
Well, true cryptozoology is the study of unknown animals. And there are plenty of examples of creatures that were thought of as folkloric that turn out to be real. The giant squid, for example, mariners wrote about enormous tentacled monsters like the kraken that would attack ships and stuff. There was a very well respected French biologist called Pierre Denis de Montfort, who is an expert in mollusks, and he got talking to some of the American whalers from Nantucket that had settled in Paris, and they told him about finding these huge tentacles in the stomachs of sperm whales and sucker marks on the hides of sperm whales. And he concluded that there was an undiscovered species of giant squid. And for that, he became a scientific pariah. No one would employ him, and he died of starvation in a Parisian gutter in 1820. In the 1850s, the first giant squid was caught, and Pierre Denis de Montfort was right all along. And there are many examples. The mountain gorilla was thought of just a hairy giant from native folklore. Komodo dragon, completely mythological until just before World War I. And things keep being discovered. Back in 2017, they found a new species of orangutan, the Tapanuli orangutan. So this idea that there are no large animals left to be discovered and the world is completely mapped and well explored is completely false.
Absolutely. So, as I was kind of saying before the show, can you give me an idea? Like, you've worked in zoology, you've worked in the zoos, you've been a zookeeper, and traveled all over the world looking for these things. When a new species is basically described by indigenous people or by travelers or something, like let's say like the okapi or the lowland gorilla or any of these individuals, what is the timeline between when something is thought to exist and we've actually proven it to exist? How many years of research did it take us to discover the okapi, to discover the Komodo dragon, and actually document that as a species?
Well, both of these species were what's called ethno-known, before that the local people knew about them. And there'd even been reports from people outside of these groups. Usually back in those days, it was when something got shot and transported to the west to inverted commas civilization. And the first Komodo dragons were caught, I believe, shortly before World War One, and some of the earliest ones were displayed in London Zoo. And the first gorilla on display in Britain was in the 19th century, the early 19th century, to One Welsh Travelry, which was able to pull a horse and cart, the cages, from place to place. And it was mislabeled as a zoo. Apparently, they fed it on roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, and beer. So if I'd have been around at the time, I'd have been dressing up in a gorilla costume if they were feeding it on beer and roast beef. But these days, it depends on what kind of specimen you've got. If you've got a good piece of the animal, like the skull, the hide, something like that, that it's looked at, and it can be looked at by experts, and it can be proven pretty quickly. But it also depends on the size of the animal. There's this strange, unscientific idea and resistance to there being large unknown animals. For instance, the orang-pendek from Sumatra, some of its hair was examined by an Australian expert in animal hair. Not the way to do science.
Your video stream and your audio is kind of really lagging behind. We're having a little bit of a trouble hearing you.
Yeah, do you want me to answer that question again?
We'd start out at who examined the hair. That's kind of where I lost you. I'm not sure about the listeners, but
the hair, it was examined by I can't remember the gentleman's name now. He's passed away now, but he was a German guy living in Australia who was an expert in mammal hair. He examined the hair, and together with a colleague of mine called Adam Davis, they prepared a paper for the magazine Nature, and it was rejected because the orang-pendek was a large animal, and the editor said if this was a new species of mouse there would have been no problem, but as it was a large animal, an ape, they objected to it. And I found hair from the orang-pendek. The orang-pendek is an upright walking ape from the island of Sumatra, about 3 to 4 feet tall but very powerfully built. I found some hair from that, and it was examined by a guy called Lars Thomas from Copenhagen, another expert in mammal hair, and he concluded that it was related to, but distinct from, the orangutan. So it looks like it's a ground-dwelling, upright-walking species of orangutan, utterly unknown to science. And as I said before, it was only in 2017 that a new species of orangutan, the Tapanuli orangutan, was found in Sumatra. So it shouldn't come as too much of a surprise.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that this is just another subspecies of orangutan?
I think it's a distinct species. There are 3 known species of orangutans now, Bornean, Sumatran, and Tapanuli. And we know from the fossil record that there were other species of orangutan, and they all speciated before the islands broke up, because Java, Sumatra, Borneo, and the Malayan Peninsula were all part of one landmass, what's called Sundarland. And due to changing sea levels, the dropping of the sea levels, parts of it became the islands of Borneo, Sumatra, and Java. And the Javan, Sumatran, the Bornean, Sumatran, and Tapanuli orangutans had already broken off and
We're still having some slight lagging issues here. I'm wondering. I don't think that'll work. I got the most of that though. So again, though, going back to the initial question, when the people that were traveling, through the Congo and stuff, heard about like the gorilla, the lowland gorilla, or the okapis, or when they first heard about these large lizards, the Komodo dragons, how long would you say between like the first Western reports of these animals came through to when one was actually brought in? Did you miss that? Did you hear the question?
you broke up again then.
Okay.
Was it more about how long it takes?
Yeah, how long between the first report
it took just as long to bring those specimens back to Europe.
Unfortunately, you keep breaking up.
Well,
David says we should try and reconnect the stream. Let me try. If we want to back out of here, I'll redo the stream and we'll pull right back up if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure. I hate machines. They drive me up the wall.
I hear you. We're gonna end this live stream then and back out, and we will get Richard right back in here. Richard, I will send you a new link immediately. Okay.